This argument is just stupid because the whole reason we don't go outside is because in the past it was severely traumatic for us. Like, how do you not?
Hi guys. Damn, looking like Andrew Huberman. Guys, I know, I'm back at it again. I'm back. Your ideology, your personal philosophy, the way that you view the world is an confession of your own character. Now, guys, the grand truth of the universe, when we talk about truth is purely subjective. Okay, there's only one truth, and that's isness, that's allness, that's non-duality. I know to a lot of you guys, you know, what the fuck are you talking about? But everything that the mind and the ego that it holds on to just tend to be positionalities and opinions. Okay, now allow me to explain. So black pillars, they'll have a statistic like the halo effect, and they'll use this statistic to sort of pin their ideology on. They say, see, this is the truth of reality. And they go, they hate us because they know it's the truth and they don't want to admit it. It's like, okay, you have found truth within the specific context and position. You have found that truth. Okay, good job. You found it. And then, you know, what I've found, I haven't looked at these studies. I haven't looked at the halo effect study and the one I'm about to mention. But then there's also the study. The study goes that a woman would rather sleep with the man, in which the man finds the woman attractive, but that woman doesn't find them attractive. And based on the Blackpill ideology, they believe that it is all about looks. You know, in terms of women. Like, first of all, the first problem that I see is that they pin their whole value of life, of joy, of happiness, of meaning. They put their meaning on women. And again, this goes back to ideology being a confession of one's own character. And, you know, I can already feel what black pillars are thinking. They say cope cell. And also, let's just think about it for a second. Black pillars tend to be teenagers. They don't tend to be older. And when they get older, you will see that they're generally very unsophisticated. Look at black pill YouTubers and content creators. I mean, it's unsophistication. Even the best of the black pillars tend to be of low character. I mean, like, the black pill is like a scale. You've got the ones like far down on the that have major depression and they're majorly chronically online. And by the way, because you're chronically online, you get poorly socially calibrated, and then you try and go out into the world with your poor social calibration. The world rejects you, and you retreat back to your computer, where the computer then feeds you information and tells you that you were rejected because of your looks. Right? All because of your looks. That's what the computer tells you. You go, oh yeah, fuck, the world's unfair. I'm just gonna be a gooner loser all day. Which is really fucking stupid, right? What I personally believe is that, so like as the thumbnail suggests, which I'm looking at right now, like the black pill is the ultimate truth and it's all about your looks. Okay, what if it's all of them? What if it's about all of them? I'm sure people like Homath. They've seen Homath's charts, and attraction to the woman, it's everything. Women want everything. So when we're talking about women, I think the more accurate thing is power, because women want to feel safe. Women want a man with abundance and with stuff going on. Never mind just talking about all this stuff. It's just so spiritually cucked, like genuinely spiritually cucked. So spiritually castrated that they focus so much of their fucking time and they base all their life decisions on, how can I attract a woman? Mate, there's gotta be more purpose than that. Okay, let's go on into a different point. Everybody subconsciously just wants to be okay. Oh yeah, and by the way, so to the cope cells, let me introduce you to a concept. Everybody is coping. Think about it for a second. Everybody is coping. Every human being is like this. We get a bad feeling, okay, inside of us. This feeling is saying, I am not okay because of ... And then the ego goes, okay, I need to change the world around me, to change the circumstances, or I need to do something to get rid of this bad feeling, whatever it may be. Thus, we have like 95% of all human behavior. Okay? And this is where like really the silliness, why actually so much silliness of the world comes in. It's because human beings just want to be okay, and we want to change the world and so we can be okay, so it's suitable to our preferences. So the best way to become okay, according to Maslow's hierarchy, is self-actualization or self-transcendence. And self-actualization doesn't have anything to do with women. Okay? It's about being all that you can be. And that, according to Maslow, is what a joyful and fulfilling life is. That's the ultimate way to make the ego feel okay. And then you look at black pillars and you look at their ideology and this philosophy of obsessing over the way they look in the mirror. And you gotta... it's like... And the reason why I feel so strong about these people is because they spread their misery. Everybody come be miserable with me. Man, the world's so unfair and everything's unfair. It's all so unfair. What's the point? Society rejected me. Society rejected me. What's the point? It is general. Oh, so fucking sad, bro. So sad. Guys, I think so much of like the bullshit that we see on the internet is genuinely like a fucking conspiracy, because war is not fought on the physical plane. War is fought on the mental, it's fought on the spiritual plane. And what I mean by that is evil forces, they're gonna be looking at the depressed Goyim counter. See, I know my audience. They're gonna be looking at it. So yes, now we can sell the depressed Goyims our sex bots and we can make lots of money. So, listen, I think that truth comes in pockets and different thought forms and different ideologies, and what we want to do is that we want to align ourselves with the truth. And an important part of that is to not get sucked into groupthink. Resist the downwards pull of the group. That's a thing by Robert Greene. So we all turn hive mind anyway, and what's interesting about the black pillars, they think they've found like the secret dark truth of human nature, and like it's just unfortunate reality, but they just get sucked into groupthink anyway, and they stop learning about the world. Like if you were to go and read the laws of human nature and to read the chapter on how your attitude shapes your circumstances, okay, that whole chapter, and by the way, the laws of human nature, is a pretty grounded book. That ideology of that chapter is not congruent with Blackpill ideology. Well, maybe it is, maybe it's not. But the point is, you can grab truth from all different angles. And when you get so sucked into the black pill, what happens to you? What happens to you? You turn into a weirdo. Show me the best black pillar. The best black pillar is a dickhead. Okay? And just the more pointing out the silliness of it. Like, how do black pillars look at Andrew Tate and why he's successful? Dude, because he's 6 foot and he's not a sub 5. Okay, what? And you just forget about all the hard work and like the masculinity and everything else? What about Jesus Christ? Oh, dude! Jesus was only successful because he was beautiful. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Come on. And I guess time will tell. You know, most of the OG red pillars and the pickup artists, what happened to them? A lot of them ended up in unhappy relationships because they were constantly projecting an image. You know, not projecting an image, but like they put on this fake persona, the suave, peacocking fucking guy or something, and a lot of them ended up unhappy, unfulfilled. And I guess we will see what happens to the black pillars, to the looks maxes. What's going to happen to them? I wonder. I think it's pretty fucking obvious, but time will tell. I might be wrong. We will see. A lot of these guys, they think that looking masculine is equal to being masculine. So silly. Like, yeah, dude, if I got the jawline, dude, if I got the sharp jawline and I got wide clavicles, dude, that makes me masculine, and because of that, women are attracted to me. Fuck them, they might be. But based on Homath's chart of dominance and competence, women are really looking for a long-term partner that can make them feel safe and like actually be fucking safe. Like, seriously, because I think they're evolutionary wired to look for that. And so because of this, they're very intuitive, and they can gauge your energy. And like I can tell from the comments I get from Looksmaxes and Black Pillars is that they're pretty fucking weird and pretty fucking chronically online. One of the best ways I've become more grounded is through meditation. It's the inner work, and the inner work's not even about girls. It sounds so cliche. The inner work, it's become cliche. The inner work. The saying, pray to Jesus Christ, cliche now? Fucking might be, but pray to Jesus Christ. And people say, cope cell, what a cope cell? Everything's a cope. But the point is, some things are far better copes than others. Okay? You can sit there and cope and cry and play on your computer all day and watch porn. Or you could fucking make something of yourself. That would be a better cope, don't you think? Because you got your rest of your life anyway. Anyway, guys, you can tell I'm very passionate about the black pill. But yeah, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Am I a cope cell? Am I just a cope cell? Am I just a cope cell? I don't know. Maybe I'm just coping so hard. But again, everything's a fucking cope. So are you gonna take copes which empower you, or are you gonna take autistic copes? And you can either go, you can take the black pill cope and go, oh, I'm gonna look snacks. Or if you're on the other side, oh, there's no point, it's over, I'm not gonna live anymore. I'm a look snack for. I'm excited to see what you guys say. Namaste. God bless. It's all love. It's all love.